All right, good morning, everyone. Louis Porcelino, Manover Market, and this is the ES morning call, February 6th on Friday. Okay, so not much happened overnight. Basically, a high of 20,058.75, a low of 20,052.75. The chart in front of you is basically telling you what the hell is going on. This is the day profile, and as you can see, the value area high is moving up. The mode is moving up. The area low is moving up. This is even with the day that had the economic downturn because the great metropolis Greece was threatened. Their bonds were basically worthless, and this is what it did to the market. So, sorry, I'm sarcastic. I just really the important thing I think out of that whole thing is that the ECB, basically said no to them. So they're going to have to pay their debt back. So this is important. We've been trading in this trading range, and it looks like we're getting to get ready to break out. But with a little caution, I'm still a buyer of breaks, but not. I'm not expecting much because it's Friday and we've had a pretty volatile week. But I think this chart tells it to you all right here. Look at this chart. Um, if you're a profile guy, this is a P with a buying tail. Okay, overnight, not much of a range. So, yesterday was one of those dreaded drone computer, uh, you know, buy all day, no break, nothing. You look at this range we had, and so I don't know if it's going to be more of the same today. Maybe we'll get a little more volatility because they'll be out of the market because they spent the day buying yesterday. We'll see what happens. We'll see what that happens. There is a there's an economic number this morning, and it's called. I read the whole thing. It was about there's a 3 page. It's called the employment situation, and it's a bunch of statistics. But you know, I don't know what to tell you. I hope it comes out bad, so it gives me an opportunity to buy the market lower. That's what I really hope. I like to see the market come out bad, so I get buy it. All right. All right. So here is a 30-minute chart. I got the 30-minute up just because the five's not printing value yet. So here is the low or the high of value at 2055.25. All right. We have got the point of control at 2053 and a quarter, and at 2052 half is the bull bear zone, and then the bottom of the value is 2048.75. Um, on the way up, okay, 2062. This is important here. All right, we got 2067, and then above that, this 2072, this 2075 to 2079. They're single prints. So that's what I'm looking for on the upside. All right, if we should happen to move back into here, down to the 2053 area, and possibly down the bottom of value, I am a buyer of dips today. I'm a buyer of dips, especially if we dip down in this area. Okay. Um, our CSI is long, basically this green you see here, and that's what I've got. So um, that's what we got on the S&P front. Let's go to crude. Crude, we also have a bullish bias. We'll put our bull bear zone right here at 51.17. 51.17. Top of value of 51.41. Point of control 51.05. 49.35 is the low here. So let's see if crude will dip down in here, spend some time in the back above it. So we got a bullish bias on crude. It's up a buck right now. So I'd be a buyer of dips. Anything under the market that this is the 30-minute pivot at 50.77. So that's what we got on crude. Uh, on the bonds, I still have a negative bias. I want to be a seller of the bonds, and um, but we're gonna have to uh, the bonds are gonna have to get back inside value, okay? And everything's way down here. I mean, the bull bear zone's down there. Uh, uh, the bottom of value, the point of control for 148. So it's all clustered about between 148.29 to 148.09. So I'm a seller. We got a negative bias on bonds, and would be selling rallies today. So gold. Okay, gold. We got our bull bear zone at 2067.40. The top of value at 2069.30, and the bottom of value. I'm sorry. I get it's 1,269.30, 1,265, 1,267.40, and 1,259 half. You don't know how hard that is for me. I traded gold when I first started in 1982, and gold was at what $800 an ounce, and then went down to 300. So it's unbelievable, especially when gold was at um, 1800 or 2000. I remember people were talking to me. They said, "What do you think of gold?" And I just remember that the old high was like 800, and I said, "Well, I think it's going to at least 1600." And just a bunch of guys I knew, and they looked at me when it happened. And said, how'd you know that? I said, "Oh, they usually double themselves, so the old highs." So that's what I looked at. Gold is, is, why is gold at these levels? I think because this great experiment that all the world economies are doing with stimulus. Stimulus is, it's a what if. What happens if it doesn't work? What will be the, economy? I think eventually we're going to see one currency. That's what's going to happen. We're going to have a worldwide currency, and it'll be controlled by the superpowers. So that's what they're moving towards. All right. So bullish on the S&Ps. This is a classic P pattern. Okay, classic. I'd be a buyer of dips today. All right. Not expecting a lot. It's Friday. There's been a lot of range this week. Um, let's do a quick flip to the 5 minute. See where we're at with that. If I look up above here, currently the Dow is above its 5 minute. Here we're touching our 5 minute right here at 2055 and a quarter. Okay, which is the top of value. So that's where the 5 minute pivot's sitting. It looks like the Dow and the Nasdaq and the Russell are threatening to take their 5 minutes out. So we may get a the 5 minute go to a sell, which would be okay for me because I'm a buyer of the market lower. All right. All right, everybody. Have a good day. Good luck. And make some do re mi. And because it always makes for a better weekend when you're a trader. And you don't give back anything on Friday. Okay. Talk to you later. Bye.